What does a typical day look like in America as an exchange student? I'm just gonna give you guys the rundown as an exchange student in an American high school. My alarm would go off at 6:30 a.m. because the bus would be there at 7:30 a.m. I always made sure I would shower at night because I shared my bathroom with my host brother and he would always shower in the mornings. I would get up, then I would pick out my outfit, and then I would do my makeup and get fully ready. Before I would leave my room to get breakfast, I would make sure that I would pack all my bags for school that day. I did multiple sports, so when I had cheer and soccer on the same day, I needed to make sure I had everything with me. For cheer practice, we always had a schedule on what we were supposed to wear. We had different t-shirts, different shorts, and what kind of hairstyle we had to wear. So I always needed to make sure I had all those things in my bag because otherwise I would get a ride up. And then for soccer, I was allowed to pick out my own outfits. Around 7:15, I would make my breakfast. I would always get these pastries and put them in the toaster and then put some icing on top of them. Afterwards, I would brush my teeth and then I would fill up my water bottle. This was always very important to me because I love the water that came from the fridge because it was filtered, and then I would put a lot of ice in it too. And then at 7:30 the school bus would arrive. At around 8:15 a.m. we would arrive at the school, and then we would have 10 minutes to walk to class and to our lockers. I'd always went to my locker first to drop all my sport bags, and then I would head to class. I would have 3 classes, and after my 3rd period I'd have lunch. It was a typical American school lunch, and most days we had burgers, fries, pizza, etc. After lunch I would have 4 more periods, and then 8th period was homeroom. We would get out of school at 3:30 p.m. and then at 4 p.m. cheer practice would start, so we always had half an hour to get ready and be on the mat. Cheer practice was from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and then I would have to change real quick and run over to the soccer fields. Soccer started at like 5:30, but I was always half an hour late, and it would end at 7:30 p.m. Most parents would pick me up afterwards, and then I would get home at like 7:45 p.m. and we would have dinner. I always tried to do my homework in school, so I did not have to do it afterwards because I was always so tired after such a long day. After dinner, I would sometimes watch a movie with my host family, and then at around 10 p.m. I would get ready for bed. And then the next day we would do it all over again. I was always very busy during my exchange year, but I was so glad that my host parents supported me in this and that they loved watching me play sports and that they didn't mind to always carpool. But that was a day in my life as an exchange student. Bye!